Early years childcare plays a crucial role in the development and well-being of young children. During these formative years, children undergo rapid physical, cognitive, and emotional growth, and quality childcare can significantly impact their overall development. Early years childcare providers create a safe and nurturing environment where children can explore, learn, and socialize with their peers. Alpha Global is a leading childcare solution provider with headquarters in the United Kingdom and has been providing childcare for the past 18 years to over 500 children every week. The Chief Executive Officer and founder of Alpha Global, Caroline Popoola, in a recent chat with the News Agency of Nigeria, reiterated the company's commitment to spreading its mission across Africa. In our perspective, she believes that Nigeria possesses highly skilled professionals in early years childcare who are not receiving the recognition they deserve. She urged both the government and society to prioritize early years childcare, acknowledging the significance of these practitioners and equipping them with the necessary support.
Originally, the first thing is having to for them to understand the importance of it. Because if you don't understand the importance of a thing, you wouldn't appreciate it. So if you don't understand the importance of even early years and the difference they make in our children's life, there's no way you'd understand the need of having to provide more teachers. And it's so interesting you ask this question. The reason I said that is because Nigeria is crying out, or Africa is crying out for qualified teachers and good teachers. But at the same time, the UK, we're taking away all our teachers. So let's get it right. Is it the fact that we actually don't have qualified teachers or the fact that we don't treat them right? Hence, they're moving out. Because really, when they get to the UK, which I've experienced myself, obviously I didn't bring them in, but I've met a few of them. When they come to the UK, all you have to do is the language. So for example, languages like, if somebody said, instead of saying, oh, we don't talk like that in here, you say, shut up. You understand? So literally you're saying the same thing, but in two different ways. So we wouldn't say shut up in the UK, we'll just say we don't talk like that in here. You understand? Whereas the teacher here will say shut up. So that's the difference. So all we have to do is just tweak those things and they become the best teachers. Whereas this is you guys rubbish, that we never saw the quality in them. So why do we not see the quality in the teachers we have at present? But every other country sees the quality we have in our teachers, but we don't. So it's not for lack of not having good teachers, it's the lack of not listening to them. What is it you really want? What could we do better? Because the same thing, we're coming back and we have the hope that we can actually change the mindsets of people. So they are here, but we don't appreciate them. If you ask me, selfishly, what would be selfishly, and I use that word, what would be my bigger dream? Let's start implementing policies. Let's start talking to the government. Let them start listening. Let's start changing practices. That would be Caroline's selfish recognition, but it might not be God's plan. But that's what we would like to see. Let's see change. Because everyone's crying out for change. Even practitioners in Nigeria are crying out. Maybe they've cried and no one's listened. Well, forget it, no one's listening. And that's it.
The company is set to hold its second Early Years Childcare Conference in Nigeria with the theme, Redefining Early Years Education for the 21st Century Child.
So the last year, we had, I'm not sure what it is, I think some people will say God, and I ascribe to that, but we had this burning desire, I'd say, to give back in terms of what we've learned. And when I say give back, in a nice way, so not some sort of charity format, but give back in terms of collaborating with other practitioners in Africa and see what they're doing and how we can collectively enhance that. So that's what it's about. That's what Alpha Global is about. So it's working with other practitioners, educators in Africa based on our knowledge and information that we've gained in the Western world, and see what we can do better with the help of everybody else in Africa, and really bring that to fruition to increase knowledge for educators and good practice for the children that we're raising, the next generation. We're very firm in terms of, we're very sure in terms of our vision. Our vision is early years. There's no deviating from that. And that's children between the ages of 3 months to 5 years, or babies to 5 years. And the reason for that, that's our expertise in the UK. And we want to bring that in because for a lot of practitioners, parents, and so on in Africa, you assume when you say your child is going to nursery, they're going to play. And you just think, what's a waste of money? And like we all know, statistics has shown that the first 5 years of a child's life is informative life, is the most important time of their life, because it's only when you've increased their knowledge and you've helped them to become this wholesome individual that you then thinking of having a wholesome 16-year-old or so wholesome 32-year-old in future. If you don't do the work whilst they're between that age, you're not guaranteed to have that. And we tend to overlook that side of it. So to us, it's really important to awake everyone's mindset and say, look, this is important. This is the right age. This is the time to do the work. And when they get to 10, 12, you're just enhancing what you've already done. You're not putting in too much because you've already built their confidence. You've built their social skills, their emotional skills, their communication skills. That's really, you've worked on it. So you're just enhancing and just gearing into the right space, when they're older, as opposed to not doing the work when they're younger. Some of the speakers that are coming in, the topics they've been given is actually more to do with work, more to do with like, now, how do we take play from inside out? How do we define play? So if a parent thinks the reason I don't want to pay, I don't know how many millions they pay for a child is because they're going to play. How do you educate that person to say, from play, you're learning social skills. From play, you're learning how to communicate. You're learning those soft skills that even people at university don't have. When you teach a 5-year-old, they will take you with them to uni. A child that's been touched and molested can confidently say, Mommy, this is not right. They know what is right from wrong, even with their very limited words. So last year was let's ignite. This year, let's do work.